All right, I am going to be going through a job that we did. This was for the Parent Institute, kind of a case study, if you will, on some of the work that can be done from a B2B point of view on Shopify. So the Parent Institute, they're leading providers in educational materials designed for schools, for educators, and the likes. Their business involves handling large volumes of bulk orders. So that's coming from schools, from districts, from educational institutions, from across the country. So to make that process easier for both the customers and their internal team, we built a custom quote feature, and this is for their Shopify storefront. So they already had a Shopify storefront where you could go and buy individual items, but when you talk about bulk ordering, you need to make that process as easy as possible. And we created this tool that allows customers to generate instant quotes online, streamlining the manual process that was previously causing bottlenecks for both sales and fulfillment. So their challenge, and this is what they asked us to fix, was the Parent Institute receives a high volume of bulk orders and inquiries. Many of them were being managed through phone calls, through email threads, and through spreadsheets. If you're doing any B2B stuff, you'll find this familiar. Their internal team was spending significant amounts of time gathering product details, calculating totals, manually preparing quotes and for potential customers. And as their order volume did increase and they saw more success, this manual process became inefficient and difficult to scale. So they needed a way that customers could create and review quotes online through their own website while still allowing the company itself to retain final approval over the order and the payment. So let me walk you through the solution that we came up with. So we went and created a quick quote item on their website. Now, when you go to the quick quote, it automatically generates you a quote number. This quote number gets stamped on all of the communications, so it's easy for their team to go through and easy for the Parent Institute to go through and follow the quote. And then if there's any customer service things that needed to happen, they would have that quote number. So you could go in and you could go and search for, say, financial literacy, elementary quick tips. You could then go and set your quantity. So you can go and set your quantity. I set mine to, say I wanted to set mine to 50 items here. I could remove stuff from the quote, so I had the ability to design and build my own quote engine. If I navigated away, so if I went to the homepage, looked at other items, then came back to quick quote, all of those items were still in my quote, so I could build it over time, which was really handy. And then when I was ready and I wanted to send the quote, I could go and put in my email address and email me a quote. Now let me hop over to my email here and I'll show you what that looks like. So it came through. It had a print quote order, so you could hit print quote and it would take you to a print friendly page, which you can then print out. And then if you were an institution that had to get budget approval or get a PO number or whatever that was, you could go and then take that printed page and take it to the admin and they would be able to get it approved. And if you have a look here, when we go and print it, it aligned it out perfectly on 8.5 by 11 page. So it looked really clean. It wasn't a weird type of print thing. And then if there was changes, so say you wanted to change it, you could hit the update quote button. That would take you directly back to your quote and you would be able to modify and change it from there. All right. Now, that's the front end experience of the site that we built from. Worked really, really well. Now, if they wanted to check out, say if they wanted to pay by credit card, they could go in and they could hit the checkout button, and this would take them directly to the checkout and allow them to enter in their information. They could go and put it in credit cards, and then they would get it all paid. Now, on the merchant side, so the Parent Institute side, it would create a draft order. So if we go into orders here and we look at drafts, we can see that draft that I went and saved has now been added into their dashboard, meaning that they could go and create the order and send the order directly to the customer from the information they put in. So it made it very easy for them to modify the order, add payment information, resend invoices, that sort of thing directly from the the site. So this was a awesome project to work on, and we used a bunch of technology inside of Shopify. We used a custom app that we built in order to manage all of the communications. Once we had this installed, it improved their efficiency, it increased their customer experience, and their overall sales operation, making the quoting process super easy, and allowed them to rapidly scale up the number of quotes that they could handle because they could just direct people to the website, and away they go. All right, so that's everything for this one. If you want to do this for your own website, you can contact us through the links down below. But I just wanted to show you some of the things that are available on a B2B front inside of Shopify.